going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I'm going to have in my box today is going to be a little bit of education. But I got to answer the questions from the video last week. So I got to start off like this. See, I gave you that timeline. And throughout those years, we as a people on this earth stayed really primitive. But what happened 235 years ago was man gained their freedom. So, but how did man gain their freedom? Because our founding fathers came up with a Constitution and a Declaration of Independence that gives you that. That what limits the government of stuff that they can impose on its citizens. Because this country was founded for the people, by a higher creator. So that's what changed the world. It was man gaining its freedom. So then I showed you the silver and gold prior to the United States dollar. See what's happening right now? The dollar is at a decline. The dollar is being phased out throughout the world. Other world governments, China, which holds our debt completely, well, almost, and Italy, Germany, and all these other countries that deal with our dollar, they don't want it no more because our government's printing that $75 billion a month. So that's devaluing the money that they hold in equity of our money. So they're going to phase it out and they don't want it. And even the IMF said that. So the day when they do that, they're going to want you to turn in all your money to come up with the new world order money. So you need to get that new money. You're going to go with $1,000 of regular money of United States currency. They don't want it. So they're only going to give you chump change compared to if you went with the hard currency of a gold or a silver. So when you go turn that in, you're going to get more of your money back than if you went with just the United States money. So you understand that? That's why I showed you guys those things. See, it's through education we learn these things and opening the doors to see things from the other side. Because you're only seeing one side of the view. You need to open the doors and look from the side view, or look at it from a different angle, and you figure these things out. So what I want to show you guys right now is understand this Constitution. Why did they come up with giving you guys these freedoms? Okay, so I want to start off with your First Amendment. That's going to say, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the rights of the people to peacefully assemble, and to petition the government for redresses of grievances. I'm not the best speller, I told you guys that, so you know what, reader, but I do math pretty good, remember that? Second chance. So I want to try to understand this, because some people may not. So look at Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So what do they mean by that? Why did they say that right at the beginning? Because see, let's just say in Iran right now, they're I think Shia or Muslim, and you have to practice that religion. If you don't practice that religion, you will be put to death, or you will be thrown in prison. If you try to practice Christianity or preach Christianity in a country like that, you will be put to death because the government doesn't allow it. So let's start with the next one, or abridging the freedom of speech. See, that's why I get to say what I want to say, because I don't agree with everything the government says or does, or the mainstream media follows what the government says. So we have that right to speak up against them. Okay, let's get to Libya. Libya, the people are protesting against their government because of the regime, of the oppressive government they had for the dictator for the last 30 years. So what does their president do, their dictator? He says, kill him. Anybody protesting against me, kill him. Get the warplanes, kill them, shoot them to death. Stand up against those people. See, that's what a dictator does. That's what oppressive government does. They don't allow you to have a freedom of speech or of the press. See, that's why I put the Charlie in the Box news at the beginning of each one of my videos. I'm doing what the mainstream media should be telling you. I'm doing what their job is. But I don't get paid for that. I just get the satisfaction of letting my children know that their dad tried to make a difference. He knows all these things, and he wants to educate as many people as possible. And the only way he knows how to do it is if he throws the videos out and shows as many people as possible. So that's my freedom of press, and I'm going to exercise it. Because you know what? Your mainstream media ain't telling you guys these things. So now you got the freedom of the people to peacefully assemble. Well, let's get back to Libya. See what a dictator does, or China, when you try to protest against them peacefully, they are going to clamp down on you, or they're going to put you to death, or kill you with guns or a tank. See, you have to know the right way. That's why it says to peacefully assemble. See, you got the Tea Party movement, and then you got these unions that are going out there. Which one is peacefully assembling? Which one is the government gonna allow to happen? See, the Tea Party movement was doing peacefully, respectfully, and everything. But did you notice your president and your mainstream media and media are degrading those ones? But then you got the unions that don't care about their environment, that just does everything, but not peacefully. But it's funny that your media and your president, your government, tries to tell you that's the way to protest. But in your Constitution, it says to peacefully assemble. So you got the unions and those people over here, and you got the people that are over here peacefully assembling. But how come they're being demoralized and these people ain't? See, they want you to do that. They want you to push in that direction. Because when you do that the way the unions are doing it right now, in Massachusetts and California and all these states, they're going to clamp down on you. They're going to put you in a corner and lock you down, dude. So the last one we got is going to be to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for its redresses and grievances. So that's just you not agreeing with what the government does or says. And you have the opportunity, because this country was founded for the people, by the people. This is not the federal government's country. This is your country. But it's your obligation to understand this and know this, that know how much power you got or the responsibility you got to stand up for your country. See, this country is the only beacon of freedom throughout the world. And if we lose this country and we lose that freedom, man is going to have an uphill battle of trying to get that freedom back. So we as Americans need to understand what our federal government's doing and what our state governments are allowing the federal government to do. Because the power structure in the United States of America never supposed to be with the Fed, the state, and the people. The power structure in America is supposed to be the people, the state, and then the Fed. The Fed is supposed to have the least amount of power in this country. But you're never going to know this if you don't ever open up a book and understand our past. I'm checking this one out today. But it's up to you to make a difference. It's up to you to know these things and understand them. Because if you're not going to do everything in your power to restore this country or your lives, you're going to do everything in your power to destroy it, to sell out your children and your grandchildren. So hope some of this stuff makes a difference in your life. I hope these things can get spread out. And please share these videos, man. Share the information that you get. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for everything, man. Charlie. I'm just one concerned parent that wants to make a difference in their kid's life and in their country's life. And I can't do this without you guys. I'm only just one guy in the city of Fresno, 5'3" with the overbite, you know what I'm saying? And I won't be able to do all these things if you guys don't help me with it. That's why we as people have to come together and put away our differences and make a change.